It's cold and snowy outside, but I tell you what, it is warm and toasty inside. Look how beautiful. Wow. We have so many reasons to be grateful. You know what would make me super grateful? If you could share this video with your friends and subscribe to my channel. Support your girl if you're enjoying these videos, because I would love to share more with you. Now, let's get to baking. Whoop whoop.
Hello, fabulous people of the interwebs. Leah here, Doers Nation. Welcome home. Today, I have a special treat in store for you. We are going to turn this
into
this. So, as you can see, our special treat for today is pineapple upside down cake. And I have an even better surprise in store for you. Shh, don't tell anybody. It's super easy. As I have had this cake both from scratch and I've had it from a box. And I tell you what, it's just as good, if not better, using a box cake mix. So that's exactly what I'm gonna show you today. So quick, so simple, and delicious. So the supplies that you will need for today, super simple. You're going to need eggs. You are going to need a can of pineapples, sliced. Oop, I dribbled a little bit. You're going to need some oil for the cake box mix, Pam for your pan, some measuring cups, of course, brown sugar, which is going to create that caramel glaze that's over the cake, butter, makes everything better, and a box of super moist yellow cake mix. Pick it up, bring it home, make yourself a cake. Yum! And I am going to make a round cake because I think that they are the prettiest. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna show you exactly how and how you can make it so that it turns out extra beautiful. To get started on this cake, you are going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. That is actually the beep right now. I am modifying a sheet cake recipe just a little bit because our pan is just a little bit smaller. So we are going to melt our butter in our pan in the oven so that we can prep the base, or is it the top of our cake? It's a little tricky when it comes to pineapple upside down. The recipe recommends that we use 4 tablespoons of butter. I am going to break it down to 3 tablespoons of butter. I'm gonna throw my butter right into the pan and throw my pan with the butter right into the oven. Melt away. While my butter is melting in the oven, I am going to prep my pineapple slices. In this case, we are actually going to drain all of that juice right out of this can here, and we are going to use the juice for the recipe. Our butter is melted completely, and now we can get started on the top of our cake, in the bottom of our pan. Boom. Our butter is melted and we are ready to assemble the base of our cake. Make sure that the butter is evenly distributed on the bottom of your pan. The recipe recommends that we put in 1 packed cup of brown sugar. I'm gonna put just a little bit less than that since we are working with a smaller pan. Honestly, I'm just not gonna pack it. You're going to take your brown sugar and evenly distribute it in the bottom of your pan here. That looks pretty darn perfect. Awesome. Now you are going to take your pineapple slices and you are going to create a pattern on the inside of your pan. So our first placement is the most important. Just make sure that it is centered in your cake. Looks beautiful. I am going to spray the edge of my pan, and I'm going to work on the outside of this cake as well. My remaining pineapple slices, I am going to cut in half. And I'm going to arrange these half slices on the outer part of my cake, between the other pineapples. Perfect. And now for our cherries. Pretty. So you're going to de-stem these as you go. And you're going to place your cherries in all of the insides of the pineapple slices. I'm also going to take them and place them in between here. Don't be afraid to make this cake beautiful. You can press the cherries down into the brown sugar and butter mixture as you go. And I am going to put a cherry on the outer edge here of the cake, also in between the pineapples on the outside of the cake. And now we're ready for the cake mix. Our beautiful cake has been prepped. Let's make that batter. Super easy. Again, super moist yellow cake mix. Boom. Pour that right into your mixing bowl. You're going to take the pineapple juice that you strained from your pineapple slices. Again, you're filling it to the 1 cup measuring point with water. It was just a tiny little bit. We're going to pour that right in to our mixing bowl. This batter requires half a cup of vegetable oil, half a cup. Pour that right in. And last but certainly not least, 3 eggs. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna pop this down, lock it in, put it on low for 30 seconds, and then we're gonna beat it well for 2 minutes, pour it in our cake pan, and the house is gonna smell delicious. The batter is ready. I always just like to run my spatula along the edges of my mixing bowl to make sure that everything is fully incorporated even after I pull it off of the mixer. And I don't want to fill this cake all the way to the top. Pretty much I want to cover the edge of those pineapples on the sides of my cake pan. That looks good to me. Wow, that is gorgeous. I'm just gonna cover this last cherry over here. Beautiful. pineapple upside down cake flip seems to be the most intimidating part for people. And then how do you get it off of whatever you flipped it onto? Here is a trick for you. I took the cake pan that we used to make the cake, a piece of parchment paper, put your cake pan top side down, and you're going to trace this around, cut this circle out of your parchment paper, and then we are simply going to use a pizza pan to flip it onto. I will take this parchment circle, place it on the top of the cake, then I will take the pizza pan, place it on the top of the parchment paper, flip away, and boom, you have a base that you can easily just slide it off of your pizza pan and into your container for the fridge. Yummy. The best way to know if this cake is done is by putting a toothpick straight down the center, and if it comes out clean, it is done. I have impatiently waited the 5 minutes to flip this cake. Let's get to it. Don't forget your oven mitts. Your pan is still very hot. We're going to put our piece of parchment right on top of here. We're going to take this, place it right on top of there. Put your oven mitts on. And we're going to flip it. Oh boy. Now, that right there, that is a victory. What a beautiful cake. I wish you could smell it. Yummy. Boom. Oh, yum. Wow, that is beautiful.
Well, that sure was fun. I cannot wait to have you back. Don't forget to click the bell so that you don't miss out on any of the adventures that we have in store for you here at Doers Nation. Until next time, from Leah, Larry, and Denver.